Emily, good afternoon. Thanks for joining me for our fourth monthly one-on-one. Today is a really special day for a few reasons. First, you're 4 months old now. Congratulations, that's a big milestone. Second, it's Easter Sunday, thus your pastel-themed outfit. Third, it's Passover. And last but not least, it's baseball season. Today is the Cardinals season opener against the Cubs at Wrigley, and tomorrow the Detroit Tigers start their season. So there's a lot to celebrate and a lot to think about today. And before we jump into feedback, I want to take a minute to reflect and to put this session in the broader religious and historical context of the day. So, as you know, you come from a two-religion household. Your dad, me, is a Jew, and your mom, the CEO, is a blonde. And as such, you have this very diverse and rich religious and cultural heritage. So just the other morning, the CEO woke up and she was looking at her phone and she asked me, "What is PSATch?" And it took me a minute. I didn't know what she meant. And I said, "Do you mean Pesach?" She said, "Yeah, I've never seen that in writing before." And so what Pesach is Passover. And Passover is a Jewish holiday in which we celebrate the deliverance of the Israelites from Egypt. And this might sound a little obscure, but I think you'll find that it actually has a relevance to a particular situation that we're dealing with at the moment, which is how do we deliver a small half-Jewish baby from San Carlos from the bondage of sleeping with a swaddle. So we will come back to this a little bit later in our one-on-one. It's one of the things that I want to talk about. Bless you. But first, let me spend a few minutes talking a little bit about some of the things that have been just great over the last month. So first off, your motor skills. Hopefully you'll demonstrate some now. You're grasping things, you're putting them in your mouth. Your tummy time has just been amazing. It's just been great to see you develop a lot of these physical motor skills. So keep up the good work. Before we know it, you'll be sitting. Secondly, flights. We took you on your first flight a couple weeks ago back to Detroit to see your grandma, and I got to tell you, you were an absolute champ. Between you and me, I think you were actually less fussy than the CEO on both flights. You slept about half the way. You were quiet the rest of the way. You even earned a set of wings from Delta Airlines. So congratulations on that. That was fantastic. And thirdly, your weight. You are officially nearly a 14-pounder now. You have doubled your weight from birth, and before too long, you will be even larger than a regulation bowling ball, and that is impressive. So congratulations. So with all that being said, I do want to mention a couple things that I'd like to see you work on going forward. And the first I mentioned a little bit earlier in the context of Passover, and that is we're still having to swaddle you to get you to sleep. And we feel badly about that because, as we can see, you like to use your arms, you like to use your hands, but when we let you sleep with those out, you get kind of crazy and you have a really hard time sleeping. And so, what we'd love to see you work on is figuring out how do you sleep with your arms out as opposed to being straitjacketed. And secondly, I mentioned this in our last one-on-one, your nighttime sleeping continues to be fantastic. We'd love to see you continue to work on some longer naps during the day. The CEO could use more breaks. I think that you'd be an even happier baby if you slept a little bit more during the day. So, that's about it. This will be a brief one. Happy Easter, happy Passover, and go Cardinals and go Tigers. Thank you so much for another great month.